forest.
Is it the same forest?
Yeah, it's the same type of forest.
Very good.
It's kind of very tall trees and a lot of trees, not a lot of light coming through. It's kind of, it's a little dark, like it's getting a little dark.
Very good. And what do you notice about yourself in that place? Are you alone here?
Yes and no. I feel like I have a horse,
You
but
have a horse.
I'm walking. I'm taking my horse. Like I step down from the horse and I'm walking there.
Very good. Can you see your horse?
Yeah, it's black. It's totally black. It's a big, strong horse.
And tell me about yourself. What are you wearing today?
I see I'm wearing like a long coat with a hood, a big hood.
Very good. A long coat with a big hood. Are you
Yeah.
wearing anything else? Perhaps you can look at your feet and see what you're wearing.
I see I have some kind of shoes, like soft shoes made of leather. Yeah, look quite simple, but they do the job.
Very good. Very good. Tell me more about yourself. Are you male or female?
I'm female.
Very good. And do you have an idea of how old you might be?
I'm young, maybe 20, 18, maybe
Very
18.
good. Very good. Doing very well. Tell me more about yourself as you're this young woman out in the forest with a horse. What are you doing here?
I feel like I'm going somewhere to see somebody. Like I'm meeting somebody in the woods.
Tell me more.
I see myself better now. I have long black hair, very dark hair. And I'm going, I have a bag, leather bag, like with big stitches. It's like I'm taking somewhere, something to somebody.
What are you taking?
Not sure. But I feel like I'm not only walking here. I'm going somewhere.
Very good. Do you know who you're going to meet? Is this someone that you know, or is it someone that you've never met before?
I feel I know him. Yeah, I know now. I see. It's like a hut in the woods, very hidden. I tie my horse on the tree in front of this hut. It's all made of branches and leaves and It's my friend. It's my friend. He's very old.
Mm-hmm.
He like decided to. He decided to live a life of some kind of a hermit.
Mm-hmm.
He just left the city and he came to live in the woods.
Mm-hmm. What about you? Do you live in the city?
Oh yes, I live in the city.
Mm-hmm. What can you tell me about the city that you live in?
It's a middle-sized city, stony.
Very good. Do you have an idea of what century you're living in?
Hmm. Let's see. I have a book with me.
Mm-hmm.
The writing is different. Yeah, looks
Tell
like
me about the writing. Describe it to me if you can.
it's handwritten
Mm-hmm.
and it's like there are the first letter of the page is kind of big and decorated.
Mm-hmm. Do you know how to read?
I think it's Latin, and the letters are like more rectangular or
Mm-hmm.
different. It's Latin, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Can you read this type of writing?
It's a it's a similar language to what I understand that I'm speaking, but
Mm-hmm.
not quite the same. There are some people speaking it and some not.
But you are able to read and write.
Yes,
Very good. Very good. So, what are you doing with this book? Are you bringing it to your friend in the woods?
yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
bringing him the book.
Very good. What kind of book is it? What is it about?
I get it's like a book of some sort of mysteries, like secrets
Mm-hmm.
or truths or
Very good. What kind of secrets or mysteries? What kind of knowledge is in this book?
it's, he says it's a book about the universe.
Mm-hmm. And from where do you have this book?
Somebody gave it to me for him
Mm-hmm.
in the city.
Very
And
good.
I met this person in big secrecy,
Mm-hmm.
like it's from some monastery or some church.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Let's go back now to that moment when you received that book from that person. I'm going to count from 3 to 1 and we'll go a little bit back in time. 3, 2, and 1. Be there now and tell me what's happening.
I escaped from my house
Mm-hmm.
and I'm meeting this person in a very narrow street.
Very good.
He has some brown tunic, some sort of a brown gown, and he's saying to me, take this book to.
Mm-hmm. Do you get the impression that this is a monk?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
looks
Very
like.
good. Or perhaps he's just dressed as a monk. What's your feeling about this person?
Mm, I think he is.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Have you met him
I
before?
I think I know him
Mm-hmm.
from the church our family is going. Yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
is.
Very good. Very good. And so why did you have to escape from your house? Is it because you're meeting this person in secret?
I get like I shouldn't. It's not safe having books or reading books or I don't know.
Very good. Very good. And as you take that book, tell me what else happens.
I am with this book. I'm handing my friend this book.
Mm-hmm. And can you tell me?
He's an old family friend, I
Mm-hmm.
guess. He needed to leave the city.
Mm-hmm.
He has done something wrong. I mean, he didn't do anything wrong, but in the face of society, he did something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, and he decided to hide.
Very good.
And
Does
he
he
teach.
seem?
Hmm,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I feel like I'm going there a lot. He's teaching me about things. He's
Mm-hmm.
explaining me things. I'm very curious. I'm. I know. I want to know everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. He is such a philosopher. He knows a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Does this person seem familiar to you? Is it someone that perhaps you know in your current lifetime? Look into his eyes and see if he's someone that you know.
I know him.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
I know him.
Very good. And so tell
He's
me, yeah.
he's Aldo.
Mm-hmm. Who is Aldo?
Aldo is a friend. Yeah, Aldo is a
Very good.
friend. Yeah.
Very good. And tell me what happens next.
I sit there with him. I brought him also some food and this book, and he's so happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
He he take a book and he put his like on his heart, and he's so happy about it. Um, and then we talk about everything. He's so curious about me. My parents never asked me so many things.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to know how I feel, what I want. He he really cares about me. I I'm really worried this time, and I'm happy to be here because I want to talk with him because I heard my parents talking about my future.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what does it mean
Tell me what it means.
It means getting married and have children, finding a good husband, meaning a rich one, an important one,
Mm-hmm.
and then do my duty.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I want to live. I I want to know the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, his name is Alfio. My friend is Alfio. He he's talking me about many foreign countries.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he traveled a lot. And I feel so curious about it. I would like to see some of the world as well.
What are some of the countries that he has visited?
He's talking me about the Saracens and how evolved they are, about astronomy, about architecture, about astrology, a lot of things, mathematics. Looks like they are very different. I'm just curious. I know what happens to women once. I know what that conversation meant. It's time for me to, because till now they were kind of leaving me alone, not influencing a lot. I have a lot of brothers and sisters, but now it looks like all the focus is on me. Like, now that they need to take care of me.
And who is they?
My parents.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to leave the house. I
Mm-hmm.
heard this. It's time to
Very
leave the
good.
house. So I'm thinking of leaving the house, but yeah, I know I shouldn't be thinking this.
Mm. Tell me a little bit about your society. Do you know which country you live in or what language that you speak?
It's Italian.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Do you know what century you are living in approximately? Look at the type of clothes people wear. What is your impression?
It's like the Middle Ages
Mm-hmm.
are behind it. You can feel the new wind, the new air.
Mm-hmm.
Something is changing.
When
So
you
there
say,
is a lot of, but there is still a lot of repression. I feel it's not safe to be
mm-hmm.
whatever you are. But there are people, they are whispering. People like Alfio, they talk about things, not not in public though.
Mm-hmm. And where does this information come from? Does it come from different cultures or scientists? Where does this new information suddenly pop up from?
Looks like there are some secret societies, some groups meeting, and yeah, coming from abroad, definitely coming from different countries.
Very good, very interesting.
From
Now,
the sea, from from the north,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Very good. Very good. Let's close that scene now and move ahead in time and see what happens next. What event stands out? 5, drifting and floating now. Going ahead in time, see what else we need to explore. 4, going there now. 3, coming closer and closer. 2, and 1. And tell me what's going on.
I'm at home in the city and we have visits. There are men coming to our house. They're coming to see me. I try to put not my nicest face.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them to like me because I don't like them.
Mm-hmm. Are these people that come to ask for your hand in marriage?
Yeah, like coming for, yeah, to check on me, to see if I might fit
Mm-hmm.
to their.
From where is this aversion to being a wife and having a family? Is it not something that you wish, that the type of desire that you're supposed to have at your age?
I would like to choose, but it looks like they don't let me choose.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I should have a word in it,
Mm-hmm.
and I just don't. And nobody listens to me. They
Mm-hmm.
just they I I have no right to speak even.
Mm-hmm. Is there
So
no one that you fancy, someone that you like?
till now, no.
Mm-hmm.
They're all quite old
Mm-hmm.
and smelly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
Mm-hmm. Very
They're
good.
rich. They're rich,
I
but
see.
no. I know that my parents want the best for me. They, I know how it, I see in the streets how it's to be poor.
Mm-hmm.
It's no fun. So I know they want the best for me, but it's, I don't
Very
know
good.
if I prefer, I would prefer to be on the street really now.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And tell me what happens next. Tell me what happens next in your life. Let's go to the next significant moment in that lifetime. 3, 2, and 1. Be there now.
There is some kind of a gathering in the piazza, and my eyes meet with the eyes of some young men, and I feel like the fire in my stomach.
Tell me more. What do you feel in your stomach? Is it a good feeling?
It's so good,
Mm-hmm.
so good. It's like I want to be closer to him.
Mm-hmm.
He's watching me, so, and he's kind of approaching. He make he make a sign like follow me,
Mm-hmm.
and I follow him. And I follow him from quite some times in the streets. And then he stops. And he asked me some things. We talk, and then he grabbed my hand, and I feel even more fire. I feel it feels so right. Mm-hmm. But I need to go home. I need to go home, otherwise they will be looking at me, my brothers or my father. They will be looking at me.
Will you be meeting him again?
Yes. He asked me to meet him again.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Did
In
you
the
get his name?
forest. In the
Did he
forest.
tell you his name?
It's Federico.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And when you look into the eyes of Federico, is that someone that seems familiar to you in your current life?
I think so. Yeah.
Very good.
Yes.
What about you? What is your name?
Angela.
Angela. Is that what people call you, or is that like a nickname?
Angela. No, it's Angela.
Angela. Very good. Very good.
I think it's Angela. Maybe it's a nickname, but he calls me like this. I don't know.
Very good. Let's move ahead in time now and see what happens if perhaps you will meet him again. Going to the next significant, important scene now. 3, 2, and 1. Be there now.
I'm not able to see him again.
Mm-hmm. How come?
I was starting meeting him, but my father found out. Somebody saw me. We were meeting in the woods. Mm-hmm. But my father found out. Now I'm locked at home.
And why does he not approve of this man?
No, Federico is poor. Mm-hmm. He's not suitable.
I see. Is your family rich?
Like middle, yeah, middle upper class, not the richest.
Very good. And as you're locked into the house now, tell me what's going on. How are you feeling?
I feel trapped. I have no freedom. But equally, I can't go to visit my friend either. I'm locked in the house. There's somebody always watching over me. I'm planning to escape.
Are you locked in the house indefinitely, or did they tell you that you're grounded for a certain amount of time?
I think I'm pregnant.
I see. Do they know about it?
I think yes. My mother noticed. Now nothing. Now I will have to marry as soon as possible.
I see.
Now we need to find a solution. So
very good. Let's move ahead in time now and see how this all plays out. 3, going ahead now in time, 2, and 1. Are you still pregnant?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm married now. He's much older, but he's kind of pleasant. He's
Mm-hmm.
not bad.
Does he know that
My
you're pregnant with someone else's child?
now
Mm-hmm.
he thinks he's him.
Very good. And how do you like your new
Sometimes
life now with your husband?
it's it's like the life of every other young woman I know.
Mm-hmm.
It's no different. I had a dream, but I was dreaming of other things, but I guess it was not possible. I just had to adapt. At the end, I didn't find a way out of this.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And when you say at the end, at what point in your life are you referring to?
I feel like my life is over now.
Mm-hmm. Let's go
I
ahead in
wanted.
time now and see when you give birth to that child that you are carrying. 3, 2, and 1. Tell me, do you have a healthy baby?
The baby's healthy, but I'm not making it.
Mm-hmm. What happened?
It was a difficult labor. I see they're talking that I lost too much blood,
Mm-hmm.
and it will be a miracle if I will survive.
Mm-hmm.
I see myself floating over already.
And as you're floating, what are your emotions? What are your thoughts? How do you feel about the situation?
I feel sorry about my son. It's a son.
Mm-hmm.
It's Federico's son. So I left something in this world. I know he will be taken care of. He might have a good life even because he's a boy. So he will be free to choose. And I found my freedom as well, I feel.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Now, as your soul has disconnected from your body, I want you to take a look at that body and see if you have taken all of your soul or if there is still anything coming behind.
There is a part of me who would like to find Federico
Mm-hmm.
and be with him for a
Mm-hmm.
little while.
So tell me what happens to that part.
Hmm. I go to see how he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
He's not doing very well.
Mm-hmm. Tell me what's going
I
on.
let him down. I let him down.
In what way?
He loved me,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't strong enough or brave enough or to be with him, to escape, to be with him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. At the end, I adapted. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't, I wasn't, I was so rebellious when I was 18, talking to Alfio. But then I kind of, I don't know, just I buried that part of myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't let down my parents either. So it was either him or my family. And now I'm letting my son as well, letting down as
And how
well.
are you feeling about having let down these people, your son and his
Of
father?
awful.
Mm-hmm.
I know
Feeling awful.
how I manage with one move to let down so many
Mm-hmm.
people. Even my husband seems sad.
Mm-hmm.
Even angry, he seems angry.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah, he looks really angry, disappointed. It's like he thinks I did it on purpose. Like, looks like.
Mm-hmm. So you feel that you've let these people down. What goes
Mm-hmm.
on through your mind about having let these people down?
I kind of despise myself.
Despise yourself.
Mm.
And when you despise yourself,
I let down also Alfio. He was counting on me. Nobody knew where he was living. So
mm-hmm.
yeah.
And when you have let people down, feeling that you've let people down and you feel that you despise yourself, how does that make you feel? What does that make you do?
It makes me feel that I obviously didn't deserve more than this.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
I wasn't brave enough.
You weren't brave enough.
You no.
Mm-hmm.
In the life you should be brave. It's so important to be brave, and it's so important to follow your heart. So important. So important. Even if the cost is high, even even though the cost would be high, but everything would be better than this. This
Mm-hmm.
happens when you are not sincere, when you are acting against your heart,
Mm-hmm.
yourself.
So knowing this about yourself, that you've let people down and that you were not brave enough,
No,
taking this thought with you now, with your soul, tell me where your soul goes, where that part of your soul goes. Does it connect with the rest of you? Tell me what happens.
I'm still a little bit here down. I'm so hard to go.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to do something for all these people, but I can't. I try to make it easier for them, but I have no power now. I had the power before. We have the power when we are alive, not when we are just a breath of energy.
Mm-hmm.
I try to, I go to the place where Federico lives and I try to mess a little bit with the candle, or but he doesn't realize.
Mm-hmm.
He's not reacting.
Mm-hmm.
He's just sad. He's so much inside of himself. He's sad.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do anything, and I think at the end I will have to leave
Mm-hmm.
because there's nothing I could do. I had all the power before.
And not being able to do anything, having lost all that power that was in your hands that you didn't utilize.
Mm-hmm.
What does that make you do now?
Mm-hmm.
How do you cope with this situation?
Mm-hmm.
What do you decide?
I'm not aware enough of the power I have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not respecting this power. It's like I'm giving the power to the others like I did before.
Mm-hmm.
I let the others have power over me. It's so familiar for me feeling regret.
And how
Or
can you find your power back? Look
it's
inside
easy.
yourself.
It's easy and it's difficult at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It's only a decision. The power is mine. It's only a decision.
Now, what can you do with this power if you decide to use it?
I would just live my life without apologizing all the time about.
Mm-hmm.
I would be brave. I would, yeah, I would follow my heart without, because if I give the power to the others and then they have expectations about my actions and about my decisions and how I'm living my life, and then I'm trying to live my life according to their wishes, it's logical that I will disappoint them
Mm-hmm.
because you can't fight your heart.
Mm-hmm.
It's you can try, but it's not possible.
Mm-hmm. Now tell me what happens to your soul as you stayed around Federico for some time. Is there anywhere else where you go perhaps to see your son or see your family? How long
Yeah.
do you stay around on Earth?
Mm. I stay a little too long, but
Mm-hmm.
I see now that I need to go. I need to go because I want to come back and I want to do it better the next time. So I'm gathering myself. I'm gathering myself. Yeah.
Very good.
I need to gather myself also in this life. I just need to gather myself.
Very good. And is there anyone that can help you with that process? Do you know how to
Mm,
do this?
I think they're light beings. I don't see them like I don't see the faces, I see the light. But I understand that this is that they help with this.
Very good. Tell me what happens next.
I go to the light.
Mm-hmm.
I feel whole again in the light.
Mm-hmm.
And this is it.
Very
They are
good.
asking me about why I did what I did. And then they let me to rest a little bit.
Very good. And when would be the time for you to evaluate that life that you've left behind?
Yeah, it is now.
Mm-hmm.
It
Very
is
good.
now. Yeah.
Tell me who's with you. Do you have any guides?
Mm. I feel like I'm surrounded with a very loving energy. Maybe there's my grandmother. Also, the other one. There are my family members. There are also the family members from this life.
Mm-hmm.
This is strange, but everybody's there. And but there is somebody, it's not part of my family and asking questions now. And I'm saying that I had a good start of my life, that I started very well, but didn't finish so good.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of that I'm happy with the first part, but not with the second.
I see.
Hmm. And
Yeah.
he's saying you will have more, you will have a possibility to make better the whole course of your life. So, but it's not that you go back right away.
And looking back upon that lifetime, what are the
Hmm.
lessons that you set out to learn?
Yeah, I learned that I didn't pass my lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Not really, because what defines us is how we react when it becomes difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And everything was good when I was in my flow, when I was when it started to be difficult, I chose apparently the easier way.
Mm-hmm. So, was it a lesson in perseverance?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And to
Very
accept that sometimes it's hard.
good. Mm-hmm.
But when it's hard, it's really important. When it's hard, you need to to gather all your energy and go over this, and then the reward comes.
Mm-hmm.
If you choose an easier path, at the end it turns out to be more difficult
Mm-hmm.
and disappoints you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I see. Very good. And so, what is decided in this meeting? Perhaps you will come back to repeat that lesson. Let's see what is decided for you, what life you choose next, or what is chosen for you, perhaps. See if there's any preparations being made for another lifetime.
Oh, it's still a long process.
Mm-hmm.
We are not there. But I know that I will have to come back and to prove that I can finish my missions
Mm-hmm.
and fulfill my purpose,
Mm-hmm.
not to give up and to fight for my truth, to be authentic. So, but now we go like in a school. It's they send me in a school, something like this.
Very good. And what do you learn in this school?
I see the same book I took
Mm-hmm.
to my friend in the woods.
Are you able to understand what it says now?
Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
explains how the universe works. But we are also learning about relationships, about emotions. We experience them when we go down. We It's like a perfect school of all the skills we need.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, then we forget what we learned,
Mm-hmm.
and then the whole life is a process of remembering.
Mm-hmm.
It's not learning really, it's just remembering.
Very good. And as you're in this place now, with all these books and knowledge, this school, are you able perhaps to have some insights that you are not able to have when you're living a life on earth?
Of course, we
Mm-hmm.
don't have insights when we're living on Earth. It's like we have this we we have a short moments of illuminations
Mm-hmm.
when we, for example,
Mm-hmm.
ideas are this knowledge coming from this huge library.
Mm-hmm.
When the ideas come, we shouldn't ignore them. Ideas are direct messages from above.
Mm-hmm.
We should at least write them down, Because if we don't accept this idea, somebody else will take them. Because once they penetrate through, they are everybody's possession. So who comes first? So, but we could never have so much understanding down as above.
But while you're above now, perhaps you can look at your current life situation and see why it is that you have a fear of succeeding. Where does that come from?
It's just something I'm taking with myself in for many, many, many lives.
Does it come from a past life? Is it something that you still need to conquer?
Partially, yeah. It looks like it's a major lesson for me because we repeat lessons through lives, and partially is our like primary lesson, because every soul has like a primary lesson, and then partially is inherited from your family. So it's combination of two things, and then experience in life. So also this come into the equation, and usually the family is here to intensify the feelings, so that this chain could be broken at one point. Yeah.
And what advice do you have for yourself in your current life concerning this fear of succeeding? How should you deal with that?
It's just, it would be stopping to live in the past, but it's only one way to do it, to move from living in your head to living in your heart. If you can,
in your heart. Very good.
Yeah.
Would it be helpful to see where that fear comes from? To visit that lifetime, perhaps, where the origin
No,
is?
there are many lives with the same. It's not, it's more, it's going about it and realize that we have the power to decide. It's more taking back the power of creation, because we have this power. We are not victims. It wouldn't help at all, and there are many lives. She's living in the same, doing the same lesson and failing at completing this. So there's no use to it. It's only to acknowledge that we have all the power of changing it in every moment of our lives. Every moment of our lives we can change our past, our present, or our future. So it's basically, it's a decision. And maybe she should forgive herself
Mm-hmm.
of failing so many times. Maybe this is the most important thing,
Mm-hmm.
forgiving herself, because she's beating herself up. She's she's so understanding with everybody. She's the most tolerant person on there. She understands everything, but she's really harsh on herself.
Very good. Let's talk to Tina now. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Tina,
Mm.
are you ready to be a little bit easygoing on yourself? It's easy to do so with others. Perhaps you can apply the same rule to yourself. After all, you're only human.
Yeah.
And we come here
Um,
and make many, many mistakes.
yes.
We all do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is a school. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Very good. So, are you ready to forgive yourself for
Mm-hmm.
all those little mistakes?
Yeah.
Very
I
good.
should. I should accept myself. Yeah. Like I am.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
After all, the stress of fearing to mess up makes things even worse.
Yeah, it's attracting it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. More I'm afraid, more I'm attracting the the mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And I have so many proofs that this really, really works. So
Mm-hmm.
when I'm not stressed, I do great.
Mm-hmm.
When I have a fear of failing, I fail. It's incredible how it works. Yeah.
Very good. Let's throw that fear of failure through the window, just throwing it out and knowing that it is perfectly fine and perfectly only to be expected that we will fail. Failing is part of life. We can't succeed all the time, and we don't have to. No
Mm-hmm.
one is asking us to
Yeah.
succeed all the time. This is how we learn to walk. We fall down and we get up again. This is how we learn everything. Very good. And is there anything else that you would like to ask your higher self or your spirit guides?
I hear some voice telling me, don't take everything so serious. So yeah,
That's a very
I
good
will
message.
not. I will not.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Very good. Let's see now if there's anything else that you would like to address today. I'm going to give you some time and tell me what your intuition tells you.
I feel I feel really good now, and it feels like I'm complete for today.
Very good. Very good. I'm going to ask you to look at your body and your energetic field
Mm.
and look at it with a bird's eye view.
Mhm.
Kind of scan your body from top to bottom and tell me what you notice. See if there is anything out of place or out of balance, anything that needs adjustment.
Mhm. I notice that my body is really tensed,
Mm-hmm.
like tensed, yeah. So I need to relax my body a little
Mm-hmm.
more. I thought I was relaxed, but now I saw like my body like really, really tense from a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Where does that tension come from?
It's just attention. I'm used to it, I guess. It's a habit, I guess. Yeah.
A habit.
Uh-huh. I
What should we do with habits? How can we shake them?
we with habits we need to we can only change old habits for new habits. Looks like that if we try to push them away or deny them, they only get stronger. So day by day we need to replace them with new habits. Like in a human soul or a life, there is a place for a certain number of habits. And if there are all bad habits, then there are bad habits, but they can be replaced. They can be replaced.
And so this habit of being tense, what could we replace that with?
Meditation helps. Dancing helps. Walking in the nature helps. A lot of nature. So that these frequencies of the nature, that you adjust your frequency with those frequencies. So less computer, less TV, less news, less, yeah.
Very
Just,
good.
yeah. It's not that complicated even, but the important thing is to be consistent for a while. Only this way you can change.
Very good. Perhaps we can remove some of that tension right now.
Yeah.
As you're lying here feeling comfortable,
Mm.
removing some of that tension. Tell me what happens to it as you feel that tension evaporate, leaving your body, just letting go of it, letting it fly away.
It feels really good. I feel so much lighter.
So much lighter, very good.
Yeah, I feel like a butter on a hot toast, like spreading.
Sounds wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And now that that tension has been lifted from you, is there anything that you would like to replace it with?
Yeah, I would like to replace this tension with a feeling of relaxation. But I think it's really much connected with me not being authentic and not accepting myself. So as soon, yeah, it's a process, but it looks like I'm on a good way now.
You are on a good way, and you can set the intention today to be more authentic. And you may fail, but that's perfectly fine. You can set that intention each and every day of your life to be more authentic, and each time that you're able to do so is a little victory. Feeling good about yourself and accepting yourself.
Yes.
It's a process. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Setting that intention now. Very good. Buying that ticket to go on that journey, that sacred journey of self acceptance. Getting so excited now about that journey. looking forward to that change, that gradual change, where you will feel more at ease, more at peace with yourself. Very good now. And tell me what else you notice. Is there anything else that needs adjustment? Or is there anything that doesn't belong there? Something you need to get rid of today?
No, everything is okay. This tension was like an armor.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it like an armor before. Yeah, it's my armor. It was my armor.
And is that armor something that you need?
No, no,
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that you need instead of
no,
that armor?
no, it doesn't protect me of
Mm-hmm.
anything. On the contrary, it protects me from authentic life.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Not blocking off any good things coming your way, and not blocking off your own power coming from inside. No longer blocking that off, radiating that power that you're taking back now because you found it. At last, you found your power again, and you can let it shine now. Very good. And now I will take you back, feeling wide awake and wonderful all over. And welcome back.
Mm.
Hello there.
Hello. Oh, it was nice.
Mm.
It was
You're
good.
shining.
I feel so good. What happened?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
I loved it. I loved it. It
Well,
was
that's
good.
good. That's wonderful. You see, it
Yeah.
doesn't always have to be traumatic, you know. I think
No,
that's
it
my
wasn't.
opinion.
No, 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 no. It was what I needed.
Yeah.
Not. I mean, if you need traumatic, will be traumatic. But
Yeah. Yeah, but that
yeah,
was, yeah, that lifetime gave you some insight, I guess. And is it a lifetime that you've visited before, or is this the first time?
no, this is the first time.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, no, no, I didn't, and it surprised me a little bit. At the beginning, I was, you feel much more than you say because you can't say
Yeah.
everything. I saw it. For me, it's really important. It was really, really good. Trust me, because I saw this young woman, this young woman, full of energy, so with such a hunger for life and knowledge and everything. And she's doing so good, so good, so good. She's rebellious. She's everything. And then, blah, 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 blah. And it's so interesting that it happened. Like she was able to find love and everything, and she a little bit relaxed a little bit too much, maybe too quickly. Okay, but
I don't know, but maybe that's, being
yeah,
pregnant also. I'm thinking now that those hormones and stuff,
yeah,
you go into this mode where you're really protective. Automatic,
I
you don't think about it, but you have to protect that child.
maybe
You don't want to put
may
yourself in danger. That would be normal.
wow, this is a good point of view, eh?
So maybe
Yeah,
you should just forgive yourself for doing what
yeah,
you naturally
yeah.
do. Any animal, I guess, would also do the same. Just, lay low and keep it safe.
Look, when you say this, I feel, yeah, that yeah, I feel it's like this. Yeah, I protected. Maybe I was, yeah,
So you did the right
but
thing.
yeah, I
You
did the
can't
right
please
thing.
everybody. You can't. It's not.
Yeah, I know. But it was so real. This to disappoint all these
Yeah.
people. It was like I had this magic power to disappoint really everybody in one moment, you know.